Little storyteller.
The sign outside the little office said, Gummy Bear's Detective Agency in bubbly, colorful letters. Inside, Inspector Gumdrop, a cheerful red gummy bear with a magnifying glass almost as big as his head, looked very serious. His desk, made of polished candy, had a single crumpled piece of paper on it. Oh dear, he mumbled, his little gummy voice full of worry. The recipe for the ultimate gummy bear, gone. Just then, honey, a sweet yellow gummy bear, with big sparkly eyes, bounced into the office. Behind her waddled Berry, a calm green gummy bear, who always carried a notepad and a very squishy pencil. What's wrong, Inspector? Honey asked, her voice like tinkling bells. Inspector Gumdrop held up the crumpled paper. The recipe, someone has taken the secret recipe for the ultimate gummy bear. We must find it. A case. Barry exclaimed, his squishy pencil ready. Who could have done such a thing? Inspector Gumdrop tapped his chin with his magnifying glass. There are two possibilities. First, there's Sour Sam, a rival candy detective who's always trying to outdo us. His office is just across the candy cane lane. The three gummy bears tiptoed across the candy cane lane. Sour Sam's office was dark and a little bit messy. Sour Sam, a purple gummy bear with a grumpy frown, was sorting through some very sour-looking candies. Hello, Sam, Inspector Gumdrop said politely. We are investigating a very important case. Sour Sam grumbled. What is it now, Gumdrop? The recipe for the ultimate gummy bear has gone missing. Honey explained. Have you seen it? Sour Sam rolled his eyes. Why would I want your sugary recipe? I prefer things with a bit of zing. He held up a bright green sour worm. See, Barry carefully wrote in his notepad. Sour Sam likes zingy things, not sweet recipes. Well, Inspector Gumdrop said, we had to ask. They thanked Sour Sam and left his office. Who's the other suspect, Inspector? Honey asked as they walked back to their office. Ah, yes, Inspector Gumdrop said. Professor Crumb, a very smart cookie, who lives in the gingerbread house on Biscuit Boulevard. He's a genius at inventing things. They walked along a path made of crunchy cookies until they reached a gingerbread house with icing decorations that sparkled in the sunshine. Professor Crumb, a cheerful gingerbread man with glasses, greeted them warmly. Beside him chirped a little yellow chick, his newest invention, the Chirp-O-Matic helper. Hello, my dear gummy bear detectives, Professor Crumb said, his voice a little crumbly. What brings you to my humble abode? Professor, Inspector Gumdrop began. The secret recipe for the ultimate gummy bear has been stolen. Professor Crumb gasped, his gingerbread eyebrows going up. Oh my, that's terrible. Have you found any clues? Not yet, Honey said sadly. We were wondering if you had seen anything unusual. Professor Crumb thought for a moment. Well, this morning, I was working on my latest invention, the Flavor Duplicator 3000. It can copy any flavor perfectly. Perhaps, he looked thoughtful. He led them inside his house, which smelled deliciously of ginger and cinnamon. In his workshop, a shiny machine with lots of buttons and tubes stood humming gently. I was testing it with different gummy bear flavors, Professor Crumb explained. Maybe the recipe got mixed up with my experiments? The Chirp-O-Matic helper suddenly chirped loudly and pointed a tiny wing towards a shelf filled with jars. On the shelf, behind a big jar of jelly beans, was another piece of paper. Barry carefully reached for it. It was the missing recipe, but next to it was another note. Honey read it aloud. Dear Inspector Gumdrop, Honey and Barry, I borrowed your recipe because I wanted to surprise everyone with ultimate gummy bears at the Candy Town picnic tomorrow. I hope you don't mind. Love, Professor Crumb. Inspector Gumdrop chuckled. Well, it seems the case of the stolen recipe is solved. Professor Crumb just wanted to share his delicious gummy bears with everyone. The next day, the Candy Town picnic was a huge success. Everyone enjoyed the wonderful ultimate gummy bears, which were extra chewy and fruity. Professor Crumb explained how his Flavor Duplicator 3000 helped him make so many. As the gummy bears, cookies, and candies played together, Inspector Gumdrop smiled. You see, my friends, he said, Sometimes when things seem lost, they are just being shared in a surprising way. And it's always nice to share something yummy.
Please subscribe. Thank you.